Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. In the previous video, we explored Greek Classicism, its origin and cultural background. Today in part 2, we are diving deeper into the classical period, the second period, Greek philosophy and the great thinkers like Socrates, Plato and Aristotle. Let's begin. The classical period. The classical period of Greece, roughly the 5th to 4th century BC, is considered as the golden age of Greek civilization. During this time, Athens became the most powerful city-state. Under leaders like Pericles, democracy flourished. Art, drama, and philosophy reached their peak. This was also the time when human thought shifted from myth to reason. From myth to reason. Pre-Socratic philosophers. Now we are going to see some pre-Socratic philosophers. Before Socrates, philosophers focused on understanding the nature of the universe. Important figures like Thales, Anaximander, Xenophanes, Pythagoras, etc. They asked questions like what is the world made of, what is change, what is reality, but they didn't focus much on human life or ethics. That changes with Socrates. Socrates is one of the most important figures in philosophy. Interestingly, he never wrote anything, he never wrote a single piece. We know about him mainly through his student Plato, the famous Plato. Socrates used a questioning technique called the Socratic method. He would ask simple questions, he challenged assumptions, and lead people to discover truth by themselves. His focus was more on ethics, morality, and the question, what is a good life? His famous idea was that the unexamined life is not worth living. The unexamined life is not worth living. It was his famous idea. And Socrates was accused of corrupting the youth and not believing the city gods. He was sentenced to death and drank poison. His death made him a symbol of intellectual courage and truth. Okay, now we're going to see another philosopher, Plato. Plato was a student of Socrates. He was born into an aristocratic family in Athens. He was deeply influenced by Socrates. His real name was Aristocles. Aristocles means glorious. The word Plato means broad-shouldered. Broad-shouldered. He founded the academy, one of the first institutions of higher learning. He taught subjects like mathematics, philosophy, astronomy, politics. At the gate it was said, it was written, let no one without mathematics or geometry enter. Plato wrote mainly in the form of dialogues. Aristotle was his student. His philosophy mostly in the form of dialogues, usually between Socrates and someone else. It was called Socratic dialogues. He deals mainly with moral or philosophical problems. He wrote 36 dialogues including Republic and Apology. And his key idea was that the ideal society is ruled by philosopher kings and justice is the foundation of a good life. He never wrote a single work on poetry. And the next philosopher, Aristotle. Aristotle was Plato's student, but he had very different idea. Aristotle was born in Stagira, therefore he is known as the Stagirite. After Plato's death, Aristotle left the academy, joined another philosophical circle. Later, he taught Alexander the Great. He founded the school Lyceum in Athens. Aristotle focused mainly on observation, logic, and practical knowledge. He wrote 27 dialogues, including poetics and rhetoric. His key idea was that the goal of life is happiness and it can be achieved through balance and virtue. Finally, Greek historians. Greek historians helped record and analyze history. Herodotus, the father of history, he is known as the father of history. Thucydides, Polybius, Plutarch. Plutarch wrote parallel lives comparing great leaders. So in this video, we explored the rise of Greek philosophy and the great thinkers like Socrates, Plato and Aristotle. These ideas, their ideas still influence our world today. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. See you in the next part. Thank you.